Hello and welcome to a cloudy, moist Friday morning. We have got a high chance of rain today, so we are just going to absolutely crack on and try and boss out, try and finish the wall section I was doing yesterday, get that up to height without the tops, and then we're going to move on to the higher section, which we have started clearing off and preparing, and try and get that up as well. But like I say, fingers crossed it doesn't rain, because yeah, we don't want it. We do not want it. Anyway, let's crack on with Friday and let's see what happens. He's around somewhere. He is around somewhere. He's trying to scare me. Cam is trying to scare me. Oh, we've had lucky weather. Lucky weather. We've been lucky with the weather. It is starting to get a bit windy and angry, but we've had cheeky blue. Cheeky blue. Righty, so I don't know why I started this now. Should have waited till I was here. A decision has been made on this middle bit. We are going to just take down what we need to. As you can see, I've moved one of the old benches, and look, there's just nothing there. So we're basically going to rebuild it. Yeah, that's it on that. Obviously, these are weight and tops, same as that end one. So yeah, so tops up there. Tops that just needs rebuilding, but I think I'm actually going to get this end one finished, then do the tops, and then crack on with that. Because obviously we can use the smaller, rougher stuff for that. But because the only thing I'm worried about is obviously trying to keep these lovely big bits of stone for the tops. So if we get the tops done first, oh, it's windy. Get the tops done first, we can then, you know, obviously all these little bits and all the gubbins and that we can use for the build. We've taken down that pillar to where we sorted it out basically, so we have rebuilt it. So the only thing we've got is, you can't really see on here, is the older wall on there is slightly leaning out. So we're going to try and just sort of build straight, if not batter it in quite heavily. But yeah, like I say, oh, here comes the rain. Literally should have said anything, should not have said anything. But yeah, so we are just building this up. We've put on that much of the pillar, but I'm going to stop there because with pillars I like doing them slowly, because you just don't want anything moving. If you build too much at once, oh, it's proper coming down. If you build too much at once, you've got a big risk of it moving. Like, but I don't know if you can see on here really. Obviously the pillar's a lot wider than the wall. But yes, so we're just going to carry on, get this wall up, and yeah, just see how much we can do, and just pray to God it doesn't get heavy. Lovely job, let's crack on. done, and I am glad this week is over. I say week, actually, it's only 3 days, isn't it? It's back in Wednesday. But yeah, after having a lovely relaxed holiday, it is nice just to sort of dip your toes and get back into it. But summer is approaching and we are very busy, which is obviously great. But we've got a load of these sort of jobs just to crack out before we go on to some lovely, big, cracking, good ones, like, you know what I mean? So quite excited, actually, but it looks like it's going to be quite a good year, like, so, but yes, so we are carrying on with that M1, got a good chunk up, so obviously it won't be Monday because it's bank holiday. Oh God, look, yeah, it's bank holiday, isn't it? Yeah, so Tuesday, yeah, we'll carry on, finish that end that we're working on today and the pillar. Hopefully should get that done in a day. And then obviously we've got that middle seating section to sort out, which will be quite tricky, because on the side I was working on, it's quite hard to sort of say, like the field side, you've got like a forest and a field, because like the stone is absolutely lovely, but we've piled up all the square stuff and the really good stuff to try and keep for the seating area. So where a lot of the older stuff and the more rugged and like blown stuff and all the stone that's cracked and stuff, we want to sort of use on that tall end wall, because at the end of the day the client's not going to see that wall. It just sort of goes onto a farmer's field, so we want to sort of use up, you know what I mean, we like on the lower walls, we were trying to use obviously like the nicer stuff, then obviously in that central bit we can keep some of the small stuff, but like it's got to be small good stuff, so like it's got to have a good face and stuff. So we're trying to use up the rugged stuff on the wall we're doing now, what we've been doing today basically, so you can sort of notice it, because you've got lovely sort of brick looking stone, all quite averagely the same, do you know what I mean? But then obviously then where we're building, we've got sort of like, it looks like quite smaller, like slivers, because obviously where the stone's blown, you know what I mean, you should never lay a stone like with a crack in it basically. So yeah, we're just trying to use up the sort of rougher, rubbly, you know, sort of dirty pieces of stone in that end one, and then just try and savour it really. So I don't know what we're going to do really, if we're going to crack on with the tops, because obviously we need nice sort of consistent big chunky sort of bits for the tops. But then obviously we've got to bear in mind that the seating area is very sort of lots of corners, lots of square corners, and it's got to be like, you know, it's got to match that as well. It's imperative we stick to the same design, well, what was already there. But yeah, it's been really good today. Cam's been on the line, so he's been building on the trail, should we say, whatever you want to call it, getting his hands dirty. So that's really good, do you know what I mean? So he's slowly getting there, like now is like just as sort of good to build with him really. Pat's got a new labourer, so it's quite good, do you know what I mean? Sort of move up the ranks, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, so like I say, we've got some good jobs coming up, so just sort of getting, you know, like I say, these little ones out of the way, and then we should go on to some lovely exciting projects. Roll on Tuesday, and yeah, let's get this one cracked out. I believe we've only got till Friday, or maybe Saturday, because I think I'm going to work the weekend next weekend. Try and get some time back basically, well, to get the ball rolling. We'll see how we get on really. If we need to do the weekend next weekend, we will. But thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you in a bit.